Good afternoon. This is my book, and this is the play, and the play is called Urinetown. Urinetown. You may ask yourself, what foul joke is that? Who would write a musical titled Urinetown? Before you discard its culture, let me share a few other oddly named American citizens, such as Yellow Water, Looneyville, Goobertown, Muck City, Belchertown, and everyone's heard of the truth or consequences. This should help you to forgive this playwright, Greg Kotis, of his unleashing this contemporary musical comedy onto the world.
You may ask yourself, what foul joke is this? Who would write a musical titled Urinetown? Before you discard its cultural significance, let me share a few other oddly named American cities, such as Yellow Water, Looneyville, Goobertown, Muck City, Belchertown, and, of course, everyone's heard of Truth or Consequences. This should help you to forgive playwright and lyricist Greg Kotis of his presumptuousness in unleashing this contemporary satirical musical comedy onto the world. While touring Europe as a student, Kotis came across a pay-per-use toilet which stirred no small aggravation, and he immediately began writing his outraged rebuttal against this blatant, authoritative overreach. Recruiting his friend, composer and lyricist Mark Hollman, they conspired together to create Urinetown, the musical, which first debuted at the New York International Fringe Festival. Soon after, with a short run on Off-Broadway at the American Theater for Actors, it was then produced on Broadway at the Henry Miller's Theater on September 20th, 2001. At the 2002 Tony Awards, it garnished Best Director, Best Original Score, and Best Book of a Musical. It's fair to say, Kotis and Hollman achieved no small feat from investing a lot of personal piss and vinegar thrown in. The amusing storyline of this iconoclastic parody of such memorable classics as West Side Story, Fiddler on the Roof, Annie, Evita, and even a touch of Sweeney Todd, evolves around the plight of a fictional town caught in the clutches of a 20-year drought. Under these dismal water shortages, Cladwell B. Cladwell, played by Keith Furstenberg, the CEO of Urine Good Company, is forced to decree all personal toilets off limits. Only public latrines for a price, overseen by the Urine Good Company, are permissible for usage by the citizenry. If anyone is freely caught sprinkling the daisies, they're immediately apprehended by Officer Lockstock, played by Lars Kelto, and Officer Barrel, Nick Vaux, who swiftly chaperone these unlucky culprits to a never-ending banishment in Urinetown. As in all great musicals, a love story does exist between the endearing Hope Cladwell, played by Alyssa Corson, and her heroic Bobby Strong, played by Brett Nichols. In not wishing to spoil your fun, I'll refrain from disclosing their climatic ending, and if I were allowed more space, I would convey the many numerous hilarious scenes of twists and turns throughout this thoroughly tantalizing play. This is a brilliant production, with a magnificent cast, a highly skilled creative staff, and should be a must-see for true theater connoisseurs. Brett Nichols is nothing short of an off-Broadway star, and his singing is superb. Nan Worthington is wonderfully quirky and outrageously comedic as Penelope Pennywise. Lars Kelto is charmingly solid as Officer Lockstock. Jamie Moyers captures the delightful innocence of Little Sally and is completely endearing when singing Tell Her I Love Her. Keith Furstenberg confidently and masterfully portrays the protagonist, Cladwell B. Cladwell. Alyssa Corson, as Hope Cladwell, displays exquisite comedic timing and is a joy to watch. A major credit to the success of this production goes to the artful and fantastic choreography by Nikki Sherrard, who also portrays Missouri Milligan, and Philip Litte. Their combined efforts escalated the visual and physical professionalism of the entire cast. Also, in keeping step with the choreographers is Kathy Versante's appealing costume design and Dawn Kuhlhorn's intriguing light design. The whole supporting staff is deserving of high praise for, in my opinion, launching the best technically executed production yet at the Old Town Playhouse. The individual making this brilliant production possible is director Phil Murphy, who first viewed Urinetown, the musical, 5 years ago in New York City and recommended it to the OTP Artistic Board. It's amazing how he assembled such a creative cast and crew, and through his directorial expertise, has staged a true gem for the audiences of Northern Michigan. With the current economic crisis of our times having befallen us, Urinetown, the musical, just may be the balm for your tattered nerves. And the Old Town Playhouse promises their latrines are spectacularly clean and no need to carry any change, for they're entirely free. This is Wayne Erreca, reviewer for the Traverse City Record Eagle.